Hello, you beautiful creatures. My name is Phoenix Sunning, and this is sadly part 14, the very last episode of What If Naruto the Godly Dojutsu. Now, I will not be taking it into Boruto unless I get an insane amount of uh asking for it and stuff like that. And if this gets over, say if this gets 500 likes, I will make a movie of Wolf Naruto the Godly Dojutsu, and whole different storyline and everything. It'll be a full about 2 hour video if this gets 500 likes. All right. Now that next thing I'd like to say, I am terribly sorry for how long this took. If you go back see my community post, my last community post I did, I forgot to say that it was coming out this Sunday on 9 p.m. I'm recording it at 8:30, so let's see if I can get this done in time. Now, let's go. Alright, so we last left off with Naruto, Jiraiya, and Tsunade, the fresh 5th Hokage, chilling in her new seat of the throne of the land of fire. Now, this is when Tsunade would be filled in about everything that is going on with the world of the land of fire, Konoha. She would be filled in about the Akatsuki, a group of S-ranked mercenaries who will go around, who have made it their mission to collect all 9 Biju. Jinchuriki. Now, Naruto would have none of this. Hearing about this, he would have none of it. So he stops time. He goes into his mindscape, and he just starts chit-chatting with Kurama about what he thinks about his brother and sisters getting collected like Pokemon cards. Now, Kurama obviously would not be okay with this, and he he puts him on an idea that Naruto and the Shadow Anbu go take out the Akatsuki, because most of them are S-ranked ninja because of Naruto's training, and Naruto is God-level ninja. And now, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. I had to plug in my mic because I forgot I got a new one, and so I forgot I got a mic. So hopefully the audio quality will be better. I'll check it when I'm done recording. Okay, so Kurama would have the idea that Naruto and the Shadow Anbu, who are all S-ranked at this point from Naruto's training, and Naruto himself is godlike, to go take out the Akatsuki. Now, Naruto would go outside of his mindscape and give this idea to Tsunade. And now, Tsunade said that it's an amazing idea, that she knows Naruto can take care of himself and the rest of the Shadow Anbu if needed. Now, she would say, as my first initial act as the 5th Hokage, Tsunade Senju, I give Naruto Uzumaki the double S ranked mission of killing the Akatsuki, along with his team, the Shadow Anbu. Now Naruto would get on his knee, one knee Anbu style, and say, "Hi, Hokage-sama." And then he would vanish with a blurry of speed and go tell the rest of the Shadow Anbu of their new mission. A day later, Naruto, Fu, Asuma, Kakashi, Kurenai, and Guy, all dressed in their Shadow Anbu gear, are ready for their next 3.5-year-long mission. Now, we're going to do What Ifers' favorite thing. a very long time skip of 3.5 years. Now, within this 3.5 years, Naruto and the Shadow Anbu would have trained and gotten stronger. Darn, my DualShock controller is now disconnected. Oh, wonderful. Now, back to it. Naruto and the Shadow Anbu who have tracked down 2 members of the Akatsuki and killed them already. Deidara and Sasori. He would have tracked them down and killed them already. Now, this would be a wonderful time to sorry about that. My brother was telling me how he won $20 off a $5 scratch off. Alright, now back to the story. Naruto and the rest of Shadow Anbu would have tracked down and killed Deidara and Sasori. Now, those 2 are out of the picture because I did not feel like writing clay bombs and puppet fight scenes. Sorry about that. If y'all know I'm lazy, who cares? My brother's being a dick. It don't matter. Now, Naruto and himself would be standing outside of the Akatsuki lair, ready to attack, when Fu lands beside him, and they just casually stroll into the giant cave of a hideout. Now, everyone would be there as they planned it perfectly. The Akatsuki were having a meeting at the time, and they had it planned out perfectly because Naruto's strong mind. I'm sorry, it's very difficult to speak right now. Naruto, yeah, he would have a perfect mind. Better than most Naras, if not the entire Nara clan. Now, it would be Naruto and Fu walking in, and everyone would be surprised about Kitsune and Dragonfly, the 2 very worldly, wide-known Shadow Anbu of the Hidden Leaf. And they would be wondering why they are there exactly. And now, sorry, my mic is getting tangled with the wires. They would be wondering as why they're there, and even Pain, once he sees Kitsune, he would be a little shaken in his little quivering Pain boots, because he knows that he cannot take Naruto, even though he possesses the Eye of the Sage. Now, Naruto would waste no time, and he would just blast off in a flurry of speed, and straight to Pain, because he knows that Pain is the leader, but he does not know that Tobi/Obito and White Zetsu, Black Zetsu, are the actual leaders of the Akatsuki, in which a giant fight would ensue, as of Pain and Obito taking on Naruto, and Fu taking on Itachi. I'm sorry, Itachi, Kitsune. They already are dead, so they would not need to. Well, Itachi is not dead. Kitsune, he is dead. Itachi quit the Akatsuki after seeing Kitsune's power, so they also no longer needed. Now, Hidan and Kakuzu, those 2, what Fu would be taking on. And at this point, the rest of Shadow Anbu would appear out of thin air from Naruto's Kamui dimension. Sorry, I had to find the right word. He would take them from his dimension as an all-out attack, and it would be a few minutes until they're all dead, done, complete, capiche. Akatsuki no more. And Naruto would take off his mask, take off his cloak, the hood of his cloak mask, and say, well, 3.5 year worth of mission is done. Time to go back to the Leaf, everyone. Naruto and the rest of Shadow would start cheering as they had finished the world's longest mission, and would get and Asuma and Kurenai and Guy and Kakashi would just be sitting down thinking about the amount of money they had made from killing a bunch of S-rank mercenaries. Now, Kakashi would just take out his book and say, well, Captain Sama, I think it's about time we go home. And this time, I think you might actually have a good promotion in line. And as you can see from the thumbnail, yes, Naruto is becoming the Hokage. I don't care if it's a spoiler. You know the spoiler by clicking on the video by looking at the thumbnail. La-di-do-da-da-da. Now, a couple weeks of a time skip, about 4 or 5 weeks time skip, Naruto and the rest of Shambu would appear from a flying region marker, as he was not in range until that time. He would appear at that marker in front of the Hokage, and Tsunade would be shaken by the immense power she senses by being in the same room as them. Because everyone who was training with Naruto, everyone is now at least God tier, and Naruto himself is on a new fucking existence, my guy. And now Naruto slowly walks over to Tsunade, pats her on the shoulder, takes the Hokage's hat, and puts on his own head as a joke. And Tsunade just gets up from her chair, lets him sit down. Naruto, not knowing what to do, sits in the chair. As Tsunade looks down and says, "The 6th Hokage, Naruto Uzumaki." Now, Naruto would be flabbergasted, not knowing what to do. He says, Granny? What are you doing? Why are we here? Now, everyone in the room would start laughing, as they too already knew that Naruto would be getting promoted as soon as he walked in the room. They all smiled and said, "You have finally achieved your dream, and welcome to being the new leader of the Konoha Nogiri village hidden in the leaves." Now, Naruto would smile and says, "Well, looks like we have an announcement to make." 2 days later, Naruto would be standing on top of the Kage Tower with everyone around. Of course, Naruto is nowhere to be seen, but except everyone sees Kitsune and the rest of the Shadow Ambu. Dog, Dragonfly, Kitsune, Monkey, Turtle, and Bird, Hawkbird. And everyone at this point knows who the Shadow Ambu is because of the long mission and the announcement of the Akatsuki being taken down. They are known worldwide at this point, and no one knows their true identity at this point in time until a few minutes later, when Naruto, followed by Fu, Kakashi, Kurenai, Asuma, and Guy, take off their masks and their hood, revealing themselves in the true identity. Now, everyone in the Konoha would be surprised about Naruto and Fu, them being the leader. Now, Sasuke had an idea because his 2 teammates completely disappeared off the face of the earth 3.5 years ago. And as soon as the Shadow Ambu appeared, so did they. And Shikamaru had some slight idea of what was going on, and so everyone else had no clue. And so that wraps up that time skip and everything done. And yes, that's very, 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 very short, but that wraps up Naruto had a godly dojutsu. I had nothing else planned for the last episode besides that. I am very sorry if anyone was wanting something more action-packed and tearful for the very last episode, but that's it. It was a happy ending. Naruto's the 6th Hokage, and everyone else is living a happy life. Like I said, only going into Boruto if this gets 1,000 likes. And I'll do a movie if this gets 500 likes, which is probably going to be more of the two.
Oh, we're trying to go kill him.
And now, announcement. My next what if? What if Naruto was trained by Hagoromo or the Sage of Six Paths? And that's going to be the next episode, and that's going to be within 2 weeks of now, because I still have to work out the kinks of how that's going to happen and everything. Leave me your suggestions of new what ifs and new things. Next week is going to be an episode, something new. I'm going to be doing a reaction to the God of High School webtoon, and the episode is going to be around 106 is the episode I'm going to react to, because that is where the anime left off. And if you have not watched the anime if you want to be spoiled by anything, cheerio, watch the anime or read the manga to episode 106 or higher, whatever, because that's the episode I'm going to be start my reactions on. And I might go to, it's going to be like probably 10 chapters episode, so who knows how long they're going to be. Now it depends on how fast I'm going to read them. Leave your comments of what you want me to react to, what manga. Just make sure, I know everyone's going to want to say it, but not Solo Leveling, please, because that is on Tabtoon. It's an official licensed website, and that means I would have to pay for me to be able to react to it, so I won't get copyright issues and all that. And as you can guess, I'm a broke teenager. I have no money. I don't feel like pouring the little tiny bit of money I have into an app. Yes, I will pour money into my channel and help me grow, please y'all, whatever, to get y'all what y'all want to see, but not Solo Leveling, please, because I don't feel like getting struck with copyright and not paying. Now, I have ideas of what I want to do at the beginning of the end. If you've not heard that, look it up. It's an amazing webtoon. I'm going to be reading it from the start, and that'll be good. As always, for the last time of this series, thank God for the wonderful thumbnails and for that you have made for the series and everything awesome. Thank God for Blaze for the lovely intros for this season, and that's it. Be good people.